Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright. Welcome back. This is a technique video from the late July 2018 triplet group healing set, which is themed Clairvoyance, Viewing Others. And this is a cool new technique called pie chart healing. Pie chart healing. And a pie chart is something that you probably have not heard of before used in a spiritual context. I haven't. But it's just a new type of healing that the angel showed me, which is being done in each of the healings of this triplet set. So that's cool. And I think pie chart healing, much like maybe flower healing, is a more general method, and then you can use it for specific things, you know. So in this case, how we are going to use pie chart healing, and I'll walk you through it after I explain, how we're going to be using pie chart healing is to clear denial that you may have, you know, because everyone has denial. If you don't think you have denial, I think it's impossible to not have any denial. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I don't want to get too complicated. But yeah, so pie chart healing is to clear denial, but also we're doing it to clear denial, but also to kind of not only to clear denial, but to enhance and increase other aspects for you. So we want to increase curiosity, empowerment, and also 8th chakra wisdom and support. So what's all that? Well, increase curiosity. Why do we want to increase curiosity? Well, curiosity, sort of a healthy curiosity, is really good for clairvoyance. I think I explained in one of the clairvoyant practice videos that I'm releasing on the same day as this video, that a lot of clairvoyance, it's better the better your questions are, because you're asking your own questions as a reader of yourself and people in your life. Maybe, you know, if you're reading your interaction, say with a friend of yours or your spouse, you know, you're reading yourself, but maybe you're also reading you and your spouse. But the questions that you ask, you know, how wise, how, you know, it just directs you to have a much more productive time reading. So that's why we wanted to help you with curiosity. Curiosity, I think largely it can be a 7th chakra thing. It's like just a part of your 7th chakra gets turned on and you're extra inquisitive. You think of things, you know, like that light bulb moment where you're like, aha, you know, it's like an idea, really. A question is like an idea, like, oh, what about this? You know, I could read that, or I could read this. Let me look at this. You know, so that's curiosity. Empowerment, obviously, is a sense of like, you know, I can create solutions, I can help myself, you know, that's empowerment. We want to enhance that too. And then 8th chakra, wisdom and support. Your 8th chakra, here I drew it in this wonderful diagram. Your 8th chakra is right up here. It's represented like a sun, and it's a big energy center that's you, but it's a part of you that doesn't come into your body. It stays up there and just shines down your eternal wisdom and healing energy on you. And the more you're open to it, the better. And it's really like a very zen, mellow, you know, it's just very uplifting, really awesome energy that is yours, that you have access to if you're just open to it and you clear energy blocks and everything, so that the sunshine comes down from your 8th chakra as this gold light and you're open to it. You're open to receiving it. So a nice affirmation for that is like, you know, I am open to my own 8th chakra wisdom. I am open to receiving my own 8th chakra wisdom, right? But, you know, I wanted a method that's going to help, you know, everybody with all that. And that's what pie chart healing is. Because I think as a reader, if you're reading, like, say, your dynamic between you and your dad, you want to You want to have the curiosity. So yes, you want to get rid of the denial, right? Because maybe there's some dynamic that's been going on for a long time and you're just in denial about it. So it's like an unhealthy level of denial that we're going to help you get rid of, so that you take off these blinders, you know, and so that you realize like, oh, maybe something's there. Let me sit down, let me center myself first, and let me look at this, you know? So that's removing the denial. And then the curiosity, you know, those multiple questions. Well, what about this? Well, is there something I could do differently? You know, let me look at that. Oh, what about this? Oh, you know, the empowerment of like, you know, you just don't sit there and go, boo-hoo me, this is happening. You know, you have more of a solution-oriented attitude, you know? And 8th chakra, wisdom and support, because we want you to make a wise choice. And, you know, you see an energy dynamic that's an issue for you, but we want you to be wise about it. We don't want you to just, you know, confront everybody when they're not going to understand where you're coming from. You know, we want you to use this information that you read, you know, in a really wise way. You know, maybe reflect upon it for a few days, journal, just let your angels kind of help show you what's the best way to, you know, what's the best action to take. Because often it is not verbally saying, hey, you know what you're doing to me on an energy level? Okay, cool. So I have another amazing diagram. So many diagrams in this one video. It's amazing. But anyway, so a circle. Sorry about, it's kind of a dirty dry erase board, but sorry about that. But so this is pie chart healing. It's that simple. Like you look at, okay, curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra, wisdom and support, right? Of all the curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra, wisdom, support that's healthy for me, that's the full circle. Healthy for me right now, you know? So that's, again, curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra, wisdom and support, right? So that's the full circle, right? But denial is sort of the opposite of all that. So if this is all that is healthy for you right now, of this curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra, wisdom and support, how much of it are you receiving right now of this whole? And you know, to just have an example, I guess me as an example, why not? So of all that is possible and healthy for me right now, I think I have maybe that much that I'm using. You know, that's the good stuff. That's my curiosity, empowerment, 8th chakra, wisdom, support that I'm currently using and totally open to. And then this part is kind of covered up and blocked right now. Okay, so it's covered up and blocked with denial energy. And so what I'm going to do is, in the healing, I just sort of imagined this part as gold already. The good stuff. The good stuff was already gold. And then the denial was not gold. It was like black or white or something, right? And so that's kind of heavy, you know, the denial. And so you just imagine your circle, and, you know, you don't have to be exact about what part's the part you like already, what part's the useful energy, the curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra, wisdom, support, what part's the denial. Just get a gist of it, you know, a sense. And then you just send it a lot of gold light. And your intention is, the more gold light you're sending it, you're just clearing your denial, and you're more and more and more switching to vibing and being open to vibing with and being open to your curiosity, your empowerment, and your 8th chakra, wisdom and support. So I'm just going to do that right now, and you can do that right now too. And if you want, you can diagram in your journal or just imagine, you know, the circle out in front of you. And so what part of like all the curiosity and empowerment and 8th chakra, wisdom and support that would be good for you right now, what part of that are you currently using? And then one part is just denial instead. And then go ahead and wash it all out with gold light. Send as much gold light as you can. I'm going to use both hands, you know, so that's what I did in the healing for people. Just send lots of gold light to this circle that represents all that. right? Because you want to wash out as much denial as is healthy to release. And you want to be as open as you can be to your curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra wisdom. And the more gold light you do, you just kind of really be patient. You know, wiggle your toes, deep breath. I'm already grounded, but if you need to reground, go ahead. And just more and more gold light. And what happens is you'll just kind of notice, most likely you'll just kind of notice that the denial part is getting less. And then the part that you want, you know, the curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra wisdom and support is getting more. And then you just keep going. So then more gold light, more gold light, more gold light. Keep breathing, because the less you, don't try too hard, you know, just stay in your body and relax. And then what happens, like when I notice it, you might notice it a different way, but what happens is when it's done, like the whole thing glows really bright gold. And then it kind of like burns up in a good way, you know, like gold fire, and then the whole thing just like burns up and goes away. And you're done. Feels really interesting. It's sort of this mix of like subtle and powerful. I like it. I guess part of it is because you're clearing denial, but the essence of denial is you don't know it's there. So you just cleared something you didn't even know was there. But then you enhance your curiosity, empowerment, and wisdom, which is all very like mellow centering. So that's interesting. It's really cool. All right, cool. So we're just going to do that once in the video because it is a pretty powerful little process. Be sure to ask your intuition if you do it, you know, twice in a row right away, you know, maybe twice in a day. I could see more, but you know, whatever, use your intuition. I trust you guys. Certainly 2 days in a row, you could do it for sure. That you don't even have to, well, I guess double check with your intuition no matter what, but I would see that as more likely not a big deal. Okay, so then what we did right after this step is we did a 1 color earth energy soak. So let's do that just to kind of recenter just a touch. So just be aware of your grounding all around you. Make it as wide as your aura, red or orange or yellow. If it got more narrow, just recreate it so it's nice and wide again. And it stays wide all the way down to the core of the earth. I think I'm gonna use red this time. And just wiggle your toes, take a deep breath, think about letting go. I can let go, I can let go. Because this one does start a nice chain reaction of releasing. And then let's do a 1 color earth energy soak. So bring up whatever color you picked of earth energy from the core of the earth all the way up, 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 up. And soak your whole body, your aura, and even above your head. Your aura goes above your head too. Soak all of that in the earth energy of the color you picked, red or orange or yellow. And we didn't do this in the healing, but I think it's a nice thing for this video. Yeah, we didn't do it immediately after in the healing, but let's do it. Just a 1-way stacking and clearing, just a little bit of clearing energy blocks in case that shift from denial into curiosity, empowerment, and 8th chakra wisdom, you know, triggered a little bit. So just imagine out in front of you any energy blocks that you'd like to clear right now, anything making you uncomfortable at all, just a bunch of energy blocks, make piles out in front of you, and just notice the piles. You can imagine them. How many are there? What do they look like? Just imagine, and then bring up red earth energy and soak the piles in the earth energy, red earth energy from the core of the earth. And then lots of gold light. Wash out the piles with the gold light. Just melt away the energy cords going into those piles from you or anybody else. Just with your intention. You don't have to see well at all. Just gold light, melt away the cords, and then move out of resistance. Just imagine the part of you that's accidentally holding onto these energy blocks and relax that part of you. Comfort that part of you. Just say, it's okay. It's all right. I can let go. I can let go. All right. And if your piles didn't all clear, just ask your angels. Angels, can you help me finish clearing all that? And they would be happy to do that. So my final note for this one is just that it'll be really interesting to see this technique used in all 3 healings in this triplet set. So please do keep doing your surveys, because when you do your survey, it just helps me kind of notice, like, you don't have to say, oh, pie chart healing is really helping. I mean, you know, I don't know that you would know, but I mean, unless you like the video, in which case you could definitely say that. But anyway, it's going to be cool to see, because I think this one, you know, it's a fascinating new technique. So if you have any comments, please share below. If you want other people to see it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. But I guess what I was trying to say is try doing this a few times, you know, particularly if you're not getting the healings, you know, like try to do it, you know, multiple days. Just because I think this is one of those things where it takes a little practice for your spirit to, you know, to shift out of denial into these other states of being. And it should be nice. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.